Yes, guys, welcome back to City Talks. We are back at City Select Academy, and today I'm joined with a very good friend of mine. I'll let him introduce himself.
Assalamu alaikum. My name's Eesa, and I am a student here at City Select as well as a coach at City Select's Academy as well.
Yes, so Eesa, you say that give us a bit more of background of what you do. Who is Eesa behind you know CSA? You do coaching. Tell us more a bit about that.
Yeah, so full-time student, and then I do coaching as well. So I come to City Select every day, Monday to Friday, sorry.
Yeah.
And then after that as well, CSA have given me the opportunity to do coaching as well. So I do coaching for the under 13s and support with other age groups as well, under 10s, under 9s, under 15s sometimes. And look, I really enjoy it. It's something I want to do for my future, inshallah. And I'm grateful that City Select has given me that opportunity. And it didn't just start off as, oh yeah, just come. I had to go out and get experience first, and they helped me with that opportunity too. So I went to another academy, and then I started off coaching the under 15s, and I'm still with them actually. And then it's about just getting that experience and just coming back and be able to reflect it on with City Select, which is grand, man. I'm really enjoying it, man.
I'm glad to hear, man. So you say you have aspirations to do this for your future career. So tell us a bit more about how that pathway is, because my parents have a football club as well, so I know there's a bit of a journey in terms of you have to get this certain certifications. Tell us a bit more about that and your personal journey in terms of getting the qualifications.
So the first thing I had to do was obviously get the level 1. So first thing I actually had to do was safeguarding and first aid, making sure that and I have my DBS, of course. So make sure I know how to be around kids. I'm allowed to be around kids, and then making sure there is a situation I can handle it effectively. And then after that, I can do my level 1 introduction to coaching. It's not much really, just the basic stuff. Warm up, actual drill, match days, and then after that, I was able to start coaching, and then just experiences before as well, because I did start coaching from the age of around, I think, 14. So back in
So early experience.
yeah, very early. Yeah, so back in school, I would take I think the year 10s at the time, under 14s team at the time, basically the girls team. It's the only opportunity I was able to have, and I was like, I was like to the head coach of football, basically. I was like, Miss, right, if I have some coaching experience, can I help out with the squads? Can I actually have a team to take on myself? And she said, yeah, of course. And then I just started doing that, did that for a few years until I moved out here to City Select. And then from there, it was just about getting even more experience in a more professional scenario, and then being able to transfer that over now to City Select, and hopefully for my future as well. And I think it's about coaching as well. The pathways are very difficult, and it's very, you have to be at it non-stop, being able to get lots of experiences, meet new people, which is very important as well, networking. But yeah, inshallah, it's just about continuing with that, and then hopefully getting that one opportunity for me to be able to seize, inshallah.
Yeah, so you started off really fairly early, at 14. Wow. To be fair, I did a bit of coaching myself. As I said, my parents have theirs. And yeah, so I definitely know it's not something everyone can do.
Yeah.
But if you have the ability and the mindset to push through, then you can become great. But so you started at 14. Was it something that you knew you wanted to do from young? And if so, how young?
I think it started from my love of career mode and FIFA, honestly.
Okay.
Like being able to, that's where it starts. That's where all it starts, man. Honestly, like just opening up career mode, and then starting with Real Madrid, signing all the best players, winning everything. Obviously, you get such a dopamine hit. But then it comes to a point where you start, this is really fun. Let me challenge myself a little bit. And then you start going down to lower teams, taking AFC Wimbledon, for example, and then, having a build up with them, and then taking it more seriously. And then you start role playing, where it's like you're taking mock interviews and stuff like that as well. But then, you start realizing, like, I really love this sense of being able to build, develop players and actually winning as well, which is a great personal satisfaction as well. And it's a lot of fun as well. That's the main thing as well. It's something I can be passionate about, something I can enjoy, something that I can make an impact with players. And then from there, it was just like, I actually want to do this for a living. And alhamdulillah, I knew this from young, and that's when I was like, might as well start somewhere, start in school, and then from there just starting to build up. So I mean, as anyone says, FIFA's the way it goes, isn't it?
FIFA the way it goes, and I feel like especially with career mode, I feel like there's two options to either do player career mode or manager career mode.
Yeah.
It kind of shows you the difference in, a lot of players that want to go pro, they might not do a manager career mode.
Yeah.
But for yourself, you was more focused on the manager career mode, which showed you from young.
Yeah.
Like what path you wanted to go down.
Yeah, it's true as well, and even I did play player career mode, but I didn't really enjoy it that much. I'm not saying that I wouldn't enjoy becoming a football player, obviously. I mean, everyone's going to enjoy that.
Yeah, of course.
But then on top of that as well, it was just like, I didn't understand what it would take to become professional until like a much later age. Like obviously I didn't have that guidance or support because obviously I grew up in the Middle East, so the football out there is much different to what it is over here. Over there it's much more commercial, like you just play football for the love of it, basically, not for the need or sake of it. And that's the big difference, and I didn't understand or realize what actually needs to be done to become a football player. And by the time I realized actually moving out here, I was just like, wow, there's level to this. There's absolutely levels to this. It's serious, really serious. And if I ever wanted to reach that level, I had to start time ago. Yeah, maybe I could still reach somewhere, but is it going to be Premier League? Is it going to be Championship? Is it even going to be professional? Who knows? So that's what that was. And then with coaching, it was like, I believe in my own ability and I can build up on it, and I've got the foundations for it, and I believe I can go far with it. So I just got to start somewhere now, start building up, starting up now in London, and hopefully whatever opportunities come, I can be able to take it, inshallah.
Yeah, man, that's beautiful. So, obviously, coming from the Middle East, coming over to the UK, it must have been a big change. And then, so what age did you come over?
I lived in the Middle East most of my life, so I was born here and then moved out there quite young. Then I moved back 2024, so it's been 2 years now.
Wow. Okay, so when you came over, speak to us a bit more about like your transition into coming into CSA. Like, how did you go about discovering CSA? Did you know somebody, or may have seen it through social media? Because I can imagine spending most of your life in the Middle East, where it's a lot different to how it is here.
Yeah.
And you have your aspirations of becoming a manager or a coach, to just have that dream and to start brand new at a young age, it can be very overwhelming for some. So how did you kind of go about, finding the right place for you? Because, there could have been many places that you could have gone to, but you chose City Select.
Yeah.
So how did you go through the process of, picking, and why do you feel like it was the right fit for you?
Basically, it's a crazy story, really, because I did 1 year A-level in the Middle East.
Okay.
In year 12, and I despised it, I'm going to be honest. Like, I was just doing it for the sake of doing it, exams and all this pressure, deadlines. Like, I already knew what I wanted to do, and I was just like, for me out there, this was the only pathway before I could do anything else. And it was jarring, really. And then it was, I think during Ramadan, I was just, making supplications to God, basically saying like, whatever opportunity that's benefit for me and is good for my future, and, for my personal benefit as well, religiously and spiritually, and becoming a better person. Like, just show me the way. I'll help me discover what I can do. And imagine right after Ramadan, my dad calls me and he's like, look, I found this opportunity for you out here in London. That's not too far from where we live. I've met this guy who owns City Select, Eamon. There's opportunity for you here. Have a look at it and think about it. And I was like, wow, subhanAllah, it's crazy. Like, just like that, in the moment of time, is the opportunity comes up, and then obviously discussion with family, what's the right thing to do, having your trust in God. And I was like, look, listen, this is what I want to do. The pathway it's come up to me like a present, basically. You should be able, you should take it. And then coming over, obviously it's a big change, but I was really excited. I was really, really excited. I had a discussion with Waleed, and then it was just like, this is what we're going to do, where we're going to train and have education, which is all based around sport. And then at the same time, you do get to play football, you get to have these opportunities, but at the same time, you get education done as well, which is very important. And I was like, it's perfect, man. That's what I need. And then just transitioning over like that just made it much, much easier, because knowing what you want and then being there right in front of you makes it easy, alhamdulillah. So, and then in terms of lifestyle and everything as well, it is very different, but at the same time, you've got to make most of what you have. And if education's there, if football's there, then what else do you need?
It's true. It's true. It's even for me personally. One thing that I do enjoy is we have good structure. The structure at City Select it is very easy to adapt to because of the community, because of the staff, the coaches,
Yeah.
the teaching, the people that are around. They're very welcoming, and I feel like despite obviously when you're going further, you're trying to aspire to become something and to become someone.
Yeah.
There's going to be difficulties, but I feel like the community that you have and the system that we follow it makes it a bit more. It makes it a bit easier and a bit more enjoyable as well.
Yeah.
But obviously, speak to us a bit more. How did you adjust first? How was it first? Because I can imagine that when you first came down, it was as much as you was excited. It must have been a little bit difficult to kind of adjust, or maybe not.
Maybe it wasn't really because I'm used to moving around. I've been to a lot of different schools, so alhamdulillah, like that I'm blessed. But to be honest, it was made easy, as you said, community. Honestly, it was the boys I met, the teachers, the coaches. It just made it really easy to be able to just settle down and just fit right in, basically. Like, and yeah, as you said, like the structure that was there as well. I knew what was expected of me. I knew what to expect from everyone else. And that just clear understanding and mutual like the relationships that I was managed to build straight away was just made it really easy, man, honestly. There was not much difficulty at all. And as you said, you was expected for there to be difficult. I was expecting for it to be difficult as well, but you know what, it was made that much easier that I was like, you know what, that's it, I'm here now. I can be able to, bang on now. Exactly, that's what it is.
Community, man, it's so important, and I feel like that's something that's really overlooked. I feel like not a lot of people prioritize that when it comes to looking for their next step. It's so easy, especially with the times we're in, social media.
Yeah.
Where's got the most money, where's got the best facilities, what coaches have the highest qualifications and all of these things. Where's got the most academy trials available, who's playing the most academy trials. But one thing that's really overlooked is community, because as much as we're building career wise, it's really important character wise to build.
100%.
You may have the qualifications, but do you have the characteristics and personality traits to embody that role? Because that opportunity might come, but if you don't have the right soft skills, things like being able to network, as you said, or communicate well, being able to articulate yourself in the right way, or even just having the courage to be in social environments, it's going to be difficult regardless of the degree you have or the certificate that you have. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I know they've helped you a lot career wise, but speak to us, tell me a bit more how they've helped you grow as a person, because there's a lot of building you have to do to pursue what you want to pursue, and then obviously there's a lot of adapting you have to do as a person as well, because you're coming from the Middle East. There's a bit of a cultural difference there as well. So how was that for you in terms of how they helped you build as a person?
For me, it was having that direct one-to-one relationship, basically, where if I was struggling with something, for example, maybe be struggling with a player, or I'm struggling with a parent, for example, or on the pitch as well, I'm struggling, actually during matches, or we're losing a lot of games, or I'm not performing very well, whatever it was, I was able to go and I felt comfortable basically being like, listen, I'm struggling with this. What's your feedback? What can you help me with? How can you help me? And it just felt like, yes, they're my tutor, yes, they're my coach, but they're a friend as well, and that's what makes it easier. And then using that character as well from them as a role model, I can do it now for myself, for others as well. So it's like, you're a great role model for me. Now it's my turn to be able to do it for others as well. So now, for example, when I've spoken to Coach Nelson, for example, about why I haven't been playing very well, for example, and he's breaking that down for me. He's giving me the mental side behind it, the physical side behind it as well, what I need to work on. Now, when my player then comes up to me and says, Coach, like, obviously I haven't been playing very well, what do I need to work on? Now I know, okay, this is how I can tell it to him. This is what I need to tell him. This is what I can tell him to stay away from. So I was being able to transfer what I see and what I've experienced now onto other people as well. So that's the main thing for me.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's something that I've always believed as, I came here for my second year, transferring from a different college program, and the main reason why City Select spoke out to me as being different was community. I mean, there's a lot of college programs that have similar opportunities, but one thing that stood out to me out and out was the community and the fact that they put so much emphasis on who you are, not what you just bring. Because I feel like, as much as, you can be the greatest football player, you're also a human being at the end of the day. We're all human beings.
100%.
So shouldn't all just be treated as footballers, Yeah. We're young men at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And I feel like the ability to appreciate and respect both and help build on both sides of one's identity is something that I'm very grateful, and I'm sure you're very grateful to have at City Select.
Exactly, and like building onto that as well, this is basically our transition from being a boy to a man now.
Literally.
And that's what City Select basically support us with. Where it's like, you can play football, you can have all of these opportunities, but at the same time, they show us a bit of the real world as well. Show us a bit of the realities as well. Of
course, because I think between the ages of 16 to 18, or for some of us 19, that age period, there's literally from boy to man.
Exactly.
You finish your GCSEs or your studies in secondary school, and then you have that time from primary school to secondary. That's 5 years, and then from 16 to 18, it's a big jump, and you've only got 2 years to deal with it. And then from the time you hit 18, you're liable for tax. You might have rent, all of these big things, and if you're not in the right environment that help you, prepare and actually be ready to take on these things, again, it can be a lot more overwhelming and harder to adjust. But again, I'm really interested because as I say, coaching was something that I considered, and I know that there's a lot of pathways, but there's a lot of opportunities, but not many pathways, if I should say. So for you, on your personal journey, what would you say is one of your biggest personal difficulties that you've had to come up, like one of your biggest obstacles?
For me, it's just basically been having a little bit more time to yourself, and not just time for yourself to enjoy, but maybe time for yourself to step back and grow and work on yourself onto what I want to do, coaching, for example. So sometimes it comes thick and thin where I have to balance, college, going to the gym and just looking after my physical health, having a social life, meeting family, meeting friends, and on top of that, trying to become a better coach as well. So it's like, for example, Saturday, Sundays are matches, training again on a Tuesday, training again on a Wednesday, training again on a Friday, and then back to it on a weekend as well. And I got those 3 days to be able to fit everything in, basically. So it's basically having that balance as well. But I think that's something I need to work on as well, because I have a bad habit of, for example, procrastinating, for example. I have habits of leaving things to the last minute. So it's about being able to manage my time better, being able to schedule better, and being able to just work with my time better as well, making sure that I'm not just neglecting things, when in reality, to be able to be effective and be able to grow consistently, I need to be able to manage my time properly as well. So that's something I find very difficult for a lot of young people, for many people actually, in general. Exactly. And again, it's something that I've been supported with at City Select, where it's about, this is what we can do. This is what you can do, basically, to be able to manage yourself better. So that's the main thing I actually struggle with, and I continue to struggle with. And it's going to take time to be able to fix, not even properly. It's probably never going to be fixed, but just to a certain level where it starts being consistent,
just to adjust better and just to find that just a ratio to do better more than you do worse.
Exactly. Perfect.
Because I think that's one thing that is really overlooked, again, during that time period, especially knowing what you want to do and starting to pursue it, it can be very challenging because, you know, you have to build yourself as a character.
Yeah.
You know, you want to build, you know, friendships, maintain family relationships.
Yeah.
And then you also need to, you know, spend a lot of time pursuing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, I know, especially me doing refereeing, even that sometimes can be difficult in terms of, you know, balancing, you know, my own personal life,
Yeah.
my work life, and my education, because it does take a lot. And again, if you don't have the right support around you, it can become it can you know, play a toll on your mental, and then lead to physical as well.
100%.
Because, you know, if you haven't got the right people, you know, telling you to keep your head up, or providing those methods of how to improve, or role models that show you, you know, this is where I've come from, this is how I overcome it, then you can feel very isolated, and it'll be hard to juggle it all at once.
And to build on the point as well, you said the ratio between doing right and wrong. Literally, one thing that I think us, you know, around our people, like kids our age, really don't understand is that you're going to make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, even me myself, like I would make a mistake, for example, and just focus on that, just hone on to it. In reality, is like you're not going to be able to build. You're not going to be able to become a better person if you don't make mistakes.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to make mistakes to know what's the right thing to do after that as well. And I think it's very important for us to be able to understand, yes, we're going to make mistakes. Yes, we're going to continue making mistakes, but it's about how we bounce back from that, basically, and what we learn from it as well. And yeah, it's a great point you made as well.
Yeah. I feel like one thing that is really overlooked is the fact that, you know, you'll never know what to improve on if you never have anything to improve on.
Perfect, yeah.
Literally. So it's like, you know, if you can't shoot with your left foot, you will never know that you can't shoot with your left foot if you haven't shot with your left foot.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And to be in an environment, again, sorry, I just have to say, like, it's amazing to be in an environment where, you know, mistakes are embraced and they're fueled to push you to, you know, look at where you can improve. For example, you know, I know you know about the IDPs, you know, we have where the independent development programs where we go through your weaknesses and your strengths with your coach, so you're aware of what they are and you can see them for yourself. And you know, they don't just leave it at that. Okay, cool, here's what you're not good at, here's what you're good at. That's it. They actually help you and support you, and you know, they have regular checkups to see how you're getting on, and they discuss like what to focus on and how to focus on it, because, you know, it's all good, you know, knowing that I need to work on my left foot, but if I don't know, you know, how to do that, then it's pointless to a certain extent, because, you know, if I'm not able to start, then there's no point of having that blueprint, if that makes sense. Let's go into a few other things, because, you know, we could talk about this for days.
For hours and hours.
Literally. We've gone over, you know, your biggest challenges, but what's your highlight in your coach journey so far?
I think for me, it's one of the things that my players said to me was, we were having a friendly, basically, that I told you I coached elsewhere. So we were arranging a friendly between selects under 16s and then my under 16s. So I was telling the boys, like, listen, you know, I don't expect anything. I just want you guys to go out there and enjoy it. And it's a friendly as well, just for you to play around football. And then one of my players came up to me and said, Coach, I want to show your coach what the type of player you've made me. And that was just like, alhamdulillah, man. I was like, seriously, I was like, you know what? If this is the effect that I can have on people, I want to do it for the rest of my life.
Yeah, why stop?
100%. Why stop?
Why stop?
Well, I want to keep on going, and I want to do it to more players as well. Not even players, just people, whoever it is like, I want to have a positive impact on people's lives. And for me, that there was a confirmation about, yes, I want to do this for majority of my life. Or if it's not just coaching, I want to have a good effect on people's lives. And I just look about that and think about all the time. It's like, you know what, alhamdulillah, man. Seriously, it's beautiful.
How long ago was that comment made?
Start of the season.
But even that's a while ago, and it stuck with you, and I can assume that's gonna be something that's gonna stick with you.
Till the day I die, honestly.
And that's something that I do as well. Like, to hear positive feedback or just comments from, you know, the people that you're trying to help. the best feeling, and it, you know, when you hear that, it's, I don't even see it as an ego, but a boost. It's just more, why stop?
Yeah,
you know, why stop helping when you see the impact that you've already made?
Yeah.
And I feel like when you have those doubts about, you know, am I doing enough? Am I good at what I'm doing? The kids, people that you help, they don't even understand how much that helps you. I can imagine, you know, when you've had your doubts, you know, did I make the right decision to come down, and am I in the right place? Am I doing the right things? I can imagine that you can't go against that when you hear things like that.
Yeah.
Can't. Okay, cool. I can imagine you was expecting it coming. Oh, man. We have to talk about the Premier League.
Well, I don't know what that is, bro.
The Premier League, Arsenal. I know you're an Arsenal supporter.
Arsenal? I don't know what that is, bro.
Arsenal.
You mean like weapons and stuff, like Arsenal?
Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah, come, bro.
Based in North London.
Come do it, man. Just
what is going on? Speak to me. Have they bottled the league? Are they still in it? Is Man City gonna take it off them? Speak to me.
Man, listen, it's PTSD. That's what it is. Literally, it's a mental game, man. Like, you can see it in the players. They're scared just to go out there and just get a result, man. Because they're scared that if they mess up, the previous season is gonna happen again. Like, and you know what? It's happened, man. They've let it play in their head.
It's habit, innit? It's PTSD, as you said.
I don't know about habit, but yeah, it's PTSD. It is, man.
It is.
Honestly, like, and the thing is, like, yes, even though we are on level points and there's still everything to play for, we've lost the mental game. We lost the mental battle, and if once you lose that, that's it, man. And then. Yeah, just more banter, man. 22 years, bro. 22 years, man. Not even. Yeah, 22 years. I wasn't even born last time they won the league, man.
It's crazy to think. I heard the quadruple.
No, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that. No.
What's going on?
Because that was put out by rival fans, bro. The rival pundits and media were just putting out this, oh yeah, quadruple, yeah. Oh no, treble now. Oh no, double. And I was thinking, Arsenal fans don't believe in this. Why are you just putting it out there and use the narrative, man? We just want to win something. I don't care what it is, where it is, when it is. We just want to win something because we believe it's a mental block. And once you win that one thing, we can go out there and start winning. But quadruple, man, come on, man. You're telling me we're going to do the biggest achievement ever and man, with, you know, someone like Norgard in the midfield, bro. Come on, man. Like, as much as he's a good player, man, it's unrealistic. It's no chance.
But maybe that is the reason why you didn't go on to do it, because you never believed in it in the first place. As you said, it's a mental game.
Yeah.
If you had that faith, maybe, who knows? I mean, we know it's not happening.
Yeah, now we know.
We definitely know. But maybe it could have happened.
It's a good point, you know. That's a great point, actually. And I think that's something for the players to take on. They should have taken it on already, to be honest. It's been, what, 4 seasons now. But that self-belief, basically, as well as, you know, as much as cliche as it may sound, it's a lesson for all of us, isn't it? Like,
100%.
Just believe in yourself and you'll get there. And as soon as doubt starts kicking in, you start playing like you do against flipping City and Bournemouth and all of these games. Flop against Southampton, like, oh, it is what it is, man. You know what it is? I've every single season's the same for me. Since the day I've started watching football, Arsenal put your hopes up here, and then they shattered it. So I've learned have low expectations as an Arsenal fan. So when if they do win something or do good, then you're over the moon. Otherwise, if they lose, you know, all right, cool, you already made terms with it.
Yeah.
But Arsenal is just Arsenal, man. It's the history of Arsenal at this point, man.
Who knows? They might even end up third because, you know.
Bro, don't try it, bro. That's doing too much now. That's doing too much. Doing way too much, man.
Hey, big question though. Big question.
Yeah.
At the end of the season, you know, Arteta, he's done well for the club. We have to had the, you know, trophy or not. He's brought them into the contenders season after season, you know. But it gets to a point where second place isn't good enough.
It gets to a point where fourth place wasn't good enough, and
then
I think Wenger was with us all these years. Now we're second. Now we're at the doorstep. Are you gonna ask me if you should get sacked or not?
In or out? What's your personal opinion?
In every single day of the week, man. You're telling me someone that's came in with the squad we have before in the 2020 squad. Do you remember that squad?
Wow.
Bro, Mustafi, Kolasinac, flipping Socrates. Who else was there? Bellerin with 1 foot. Hector Bellerin, and then you got Ceballos in the midfield. Ceballos in the midfield. And then our only good player was Aubameyang at that point in time, and then Pepe when he decided to use his left foot.
Oh man.
Honestly, like he's come there, and then it was in turmoil as well because there was issues with the CEO as well. He went through like 3 different CEOs, changes in the club, changing of the mentality of the club as well. Just came back off a sacking, just missed out on Champions League. So all of these things there, and he spent a lot of money. All right, but I want to get onto that point afterwards. He has spent a lot of money, but where has he taken us now? He's taken us consistently challenging for the Premier League, and on top of that, what other manager are you going to bring in at this moment of time? You're going to bring in who are you going to bring in, bro? Pochettino. Come on. You're going to bring in. There's no one else to bring in.
It's true.
And you know what it is? This season, our football has been a little bit more bleak, in all honesty, but it's been working. And to be honest, so the games that we have thrown away, it comes down to the players. There's been times where Arteta's obviously messed up, but again, it's a very young manager. This is his 4th season of coaching football.
Yeah.
No, sorry, not 4th. What am I saying? It's his 6th season of coaching football. And out of those, half of those seasons have been him finishing second.
It's a good record.
It's a very good record.
It's a very good record.
Like, yes, cool, we call him bottle job. Yeah, you have the images of the City fan drinking off the Arsenal's bottle and everything and crying about Arteta and this and that. All the memes and all of that. But in reality, like, honestly, if it was any other team, they'll be like, no chance, we're not getting rid of Arteta and we're not doing this, not doing that. So that argument for Arteta to be taken out, for me, doesn't make no sense because no one else is going to come out there. Number 1, have the same impact. Number 2, have the players believe in him the same way. And number 3, just believe in Arsenal as well and just keep on fighting for it, man.
It's true, but I mean, if I was an Arsenal fan, I would want to see my team. I would rather, I would want to see my team. Yeah, I want to see my team lift the trophy, but don't want to see them from scoring headers from corners all season. I can't lie.
Well, works, man. Honestly, football's been played like that for over 100 years, and now we're doing it again. People don't like it anymore. Like, if what works, and on top of that, the only reason we started doing it is because you have to agree, teams are playing a low block against us. That you got 10 man, 11 man behind the ball, sitting inside the thing. Of course, and obviously at times, yes, we do not take enough risks. But if you're got 10 man behind the ball, and you're trying to play tiki-taka around them, and then they hit you on the break, you're going to concede a lot of goals, and we don't want to be doing that. So you have to adjust, you have to do what works, and has been working as well. So people that say, he's playing corners, headers, crosses, it's very direct. It's like, yeah, but that's football now. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, but maybe it's just, finding that balance, Maybe not.
I'm not going to sacrifice results for the way we play. Like, that doesn't make any sense. We're talking about we want to win, but at the same time, we're talking about, watching enjoyable football.
It's conflict.
I enjoy my team winning. That's what it is. If my team is winning, I enjoy it. If other if other fans and that don't enjoy it, I don't care. Let them say what they want. The other fans they're getting relegated, bro. Why do I need to listen to what they're saying, man?
Tottenham fans, man.
Oh, Tottenham fans. I don't know where they are, man.
Championship team.
Oh,
oh gosh, that's
that's bad, man.
It's bad. Oh my days. There is. Cool. I want to talk about a bit more. I know you do coaching, but you was a player. I know you've been training for a while. I'm gonna ask a few questions.
Yeah.
In your time playing, who was out of all your teammates that you've had? Because you've been there for a few years now.
Yeah.
Who's your worst player in training? Might have been a player on match day, but consistently worst trainer.
Consistently worst trainer.
Consistently.
You want me to give you a name?
We'll name drop.
We'll name drop. No, I don't want to backpack, man. You will see the clip in it.
He'll give maybe.
Who's the worst trainer? I'm gonna have to give it to Emmanuel, man. I have to. I'm sorry, man. I love him, and literally, he's improved so much this season, and I tell it to his face. But in training, man, he's a different player in training, man. Honestly, like, I love him, and what? I'm gonna go after him afterwards and go tell him I said this about him. But it has to be him, man. I'm
EJ,
sorry.
No, trust me,
man. Like EJ,
he's. I can't lie. It is. Not so EJ, innit? But if he just passed the ball a bit more, that guy's got like his feet. Like, he can really go far. But I guess it maybe just comes down to. Maybe it's the period of time that he's in, decision making at times, because technically wise, we both know he's a great player.
He's top, man. Literally, he would take on man, he would do everything to them. Just release that ball, bro. That's the only thing we're saying to you, innit?
And trust me, man, Friday futsal. Today, man, we're gonna see it. I'm telling you, he's gonna ball out, but he's gonna get no goals and no assists because he doesn't give the ball. He doesn't give up the ball. I'm telling you. Hey, we love you, though. We love you, EJ.
We love you, EJ.
Alright, cool. Who's always late to training? No matter, it could be 1 o'clock training. Who's gonna be late?
Oh, Stefan, man. Honestly, it's gotten to the point where the coaches are saying we'll give you £5 if you're on time. And he's still late.
And he's still late.
Still late, man.
What is it gonna take for him to come on time? What do you think it's gonna take for him to come on time?
£20 maybe.
Asking for too much, man. Asking for too much. Who's your funniest teammate?
Funniest teammate. I think Hator. Honestly, maybe because his accent is quite funny.
Oh, mate.
But he's a lot of fun, man. He's a lot of fun, and you know what it is. You can get away with it as well because he's really good at training. He's consistent, works hard, and then he throws out a joke or something, or he do something silly, and it's just funny, man.
And it's Hator.
It's Hator.
It's Hator. It's true. One player that thinks they're better than me.
Bro, all of City Select, man. Honestly, all of City Select. We need to all humble ourselves a little bit, man. We need to all humble ourselves a little bit. I'm not going to pick out one player because honestly, I think it's a problem all of us have, where we just think we're better than where we are. We need to humble ourselves a little bit and be like, this is where we are. This is what we need to do to work on. And on a serious thing, we need to all really seriously work on that.
Nah, serious. That's I think I agree on. And I think even beyond City Select, I just think our generation, a lot of people they get excited on a match day. They see that video and all of a sudden
pick out that one clip.
It's a one-man sport. All of a sudden,
honestly.
They forgot how to pass the ball. They forgot their X button. They don't like to listen, and regardless of how much they turn up to training, there could be a player that's technically good, but discipline wise, or they're not turning up to every training session, or if they are turning up late. And they'll turn around and say, I deserve to be playing in one academy. Maybe we all just need to, take a reflect.
Yeah.
Reflect on our actual ability.
Take it down a little bit.
Our characteristics as well.
Yeah.
And see, if you're not in the position where you want to be, why? What are you doing? Instead of, throwing out blame, I feel like, being a player and a coach, you might be able to see it from both sides. Even being a player and a referee, throwing out blame. I feel like I do it less now that I've broadened my perspective.
Yeah.
And now I look at more, what am I doing? If coach has said this to me, or the ref has given this decision, what have I done? That has fueled that decision.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I've made an action that has led to that decision. Maybe if I did something different, that decision might not have gone that way.
Yeah.
So I feel like us as a generation, we should all take that into consideration.
I want to ask you as a referee as well. Do you ever take things personally, if if a player says something and then he gets fouled and you're just like, play on because he was chatting rubbish to me before? Or are you strictly not biased, very objective?
I'm not biased. But I feel like, as an official, I feel like part of my duty is also a teacher, as an educator. So I'll explain why certain things happen, and I'll hold everyone accountable for their actions and their decisions. Likewise, to me, I expect everyone to hold me liable for my decisions and my actions as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm definitely not biased, but I'll explain to the player, if I've had for example, I had a game where the team, I'm not gonna name the team because
yeah, of course,
we don't want that.
Yeah.
But they took quite a while. They was late to kick off, late to restart at half time, and throughout the game, let's say it's gone out for a throw. Say, ref, make sure I add that time on. Sometimes I'll explain to them that times, you waste time, you waste my time, I'll waste yours. Because, what you give is what you get.
Yeah.
And not in a sense of I'm retaliating, but in the sense of, the respect you believe you deserve should be, equal to the respect that you give. So if you want something, you have to you know, be willing to give that and more.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I would say I wouldn't say I'm biased at all, but I like to try with my time on the pitch, because you know I turn up for a match day and that might be the first and last time I see the boys. I try and teach them lessons through the game so that, you know, they can improve as footballers and as people. Because again, I feel like everyone who has an officiating role, a role of authority, it is their duty to educate the youth, because that's what we're there to do, you know. So yeah, I hope that was a good answer. You know,
It's a very political answer. You get to referee next game, bro. Don't worry.
Yo, trust me, man. This is a question. I want a short one because, you know, timing. We don't want to run over. Personally, Messi or Ronaldo? But we'll do this because you're a coach. Who would you rather coach, Messi or Ronaldo?
I mean, it's gonna have to be Ronaldo, innit? As a coach, you look at Ronaldo, work ethic, the way he brings up other people, his winner mentality. What else you want from a player? And if you bring in a player that will lift up others, you know, he's basically doing, you know, a lot part of your job for you as well. It makes your life that much easier, and he shows his willingness to learn as well. So it's like, if he does do something, then it's very easy for me to go over and be like, you know, Ronaldo, it's making me seem like Ronaldo, you need to do this, you need to do that. Obviously, as an example, I'm not saying Messi is not like that, for example, but he doesn't have that sort of vibe to him as well. And there was like issues at Barcelona and stuff. Yeah, he had that issues at Barcelona and stuff as well. So for me, I think even personally Ronaldo as well, just because of his work ethic.
Yeah.
In terms of like technical ability and who's a better player on the ball and all of that stuff. I mean, Messi, like he's alien, bro. Come on now, man. He's ridiculous. But in terms of, you know, work ethic and just working hard and being hungry for it, Ronaldo, you can't be an inspiration, honestly.
Inspirational, man. Definitely, I have to agree on that. Not only because I'm a United fan, but just because I feel like Ronaldo's impact is the way he is, and the way who he is, and how strong he is, and who he is, has been able to impact people beyond football.
Yeah,
100%. And I feel like if I was in a position to, you know, manage him or coach him, just to have that and to you know, say I was able to manage or coach Ronaldo is, I mean, likewise Messi, you know, to witness that, the things that he does, you know, almost untouchable. It's a blessing to be both, but definitely Ronaldo, mate, the things that he does as a person, you know, work ethic, as you said, intensity, how much he wants it, you know, there's no way that, I feel like it's almost impossible for you to be around that for so long and it not bleed into who you are as well. But yeah, man, I want to thank you for coming down. It's been
pleasure, man.
A pleasure to have you. That's it, guys, for CSA for City Talks. We'll see you guys soon. Love.